7. Hello again. How are you? Unit 6. Grab a bite. And as we said in the first part of this lesson, we are going to explain two important words. Two important question words. And I think that most of you, or all of you, know well about these two words. But let's remind, or let's remember, let me remind you to help you remember about these two words. Okay? As we said, we are going to explain how much and how many. Okay? As we did before, we will start with examples. We will give some examples for each word. Through these examples, we will be able to deduce the rule of each word. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Number 1. How much water is there in the bottle? Number 2. How much soda do you want? And number 3. How much cheese did Ali buy? So, as you can see, all the examples contain the word how much. But I want all of you to take care of the words that follow how much. What are they? Yes, in the first sentence, water. In the second, soda. And in the third, cheese. What do you observe? What's common between these three words? Of course, the three words are uncountable nouns. Okay? So, as we will see later, we use how much to ask about uncountable nouns. What about how many? Let's have a look at the examples and then deduce. Number 1. How many students are there in the classroom? How many cookies are there in the books? And how many cups of tea do you drink a day? So, the main word we talk about is how many. As we did with how much, take care or look at the words that come after how many. Number 1, students. Number 2, cookies. And number 3, cups. What do you observe? We observe two things. Number 1, they are all countable nouns. They are all countable, which we can count. 3 students, 4 cookies, or 6 cups. So, the 3 words are countable nouns. Number 2, the 3 words are in the plural form. How many students, how many cookies, and how many cups. The 3 words end with S. So they are in the plural form. So, now, let's deduce the rule together. And I think now the rule is very clear to all of you. We use how much with uncountable nouns. As we saw in the examples, how much water, soda, cheese, sugar, milk, jam, rice, and so. Okay? We use how much with uncountable nouns to ask about the quantity of something. On the other hand, we use how many with plural countable nouns. Take care, grade 7. I didn't say countable nouns. I said plural countable nouns. Don't say how many students. Don't say how many cups. We must say how many cups, even if the answer is 1. How many students are there in grade 7 today? There is only 1 student. Although the answer is singular, student, one student, but the word in the question came in the plural form. So we use how many with plural countable nouns to ask about the number of something. So it's very easy. When I ask you in the exam to complete with how many or how much, all you will do is to look at the word that comes after the space. Water, how much? Cheese, how much? Cake, how much? Cookies, how many? Students, how many? Okay, cups, how many? Bottles, how many? Milk, how much? It's very easy. You don't have to complete the sentence. You only want to read or to look at the first word that comes after the space, upon which you will decide whether you will choose how many or how much. The last point I want to say now, that when I say how much water, I said is there. But how many boys are there? So with countable nouns, okay, we use are because we deal with plural countable nouns. But take care with uncountable nouns. We deal with these nouns as if we deal with singular. How much water is, but how many students are. How much milk was, but how many boys were. You got it, grade 7? I hope so. So this was the end of our structure, of our new structure today. Study the lesson well, study the examples, and get ready for more practice on this lesson and more practice on the exam paper. My best wishes for you all. Until we meet again, accept my greetings, Mr. Ahmed.